everyone. It's Mike.
And Ravin.
And we're going to play the first game of Season 6.
Yay!
I'm using my Lots Activation Bear Free Folk list.
And I'm trying out the Baratheons the first time with Stannis as commander, so this will be cool.
Yeah, I'm going to go first. We already got everything set up. Got some stuff out in outflank. I got Sixskins as my commander, and we'll show you what we're using for our teams. So this is my 40-point Free Folk list, led by Varamyr Sixskins and his Eagle, Shadowcat, Wolf. My NCUs are Ygritte and Mance. I got a unit of Spearwives with a Jarl for outflank, and a Skinchanger that's bonded with a bear. I got a unit of Trappers with a Skinchanger and another bear. Another unit of Trappers with Bjork with his boar. Another unit of Trappers with another Skinchanger. And another bear. And a mammoth. So lots of bears.
So this is my 40-point Stannis-led Baratheon list. So I have Stannis in a unit of Baratheon Wardens. I have a Red Priestess in another unit of Baratheon Wardens. I have another Red Priestess in a unit of Baratheon Sentinels, all the priestesses. And I have a unit of Crownland Scouts with a Dragonstone Noble. I have a unit of Lightbringers with a Stag Knight Noble. And for my NCUs, I have Shira Errol, Alistair Florent, and Walder Frey.
So those are the cards that I drew.
And these are the cards that I drew with a little note on that one with the corrections that were made for Season 6.
So I put Ygritte on the horses. I influenced my mammoths and moved them up just to get closer, trying to stay out of range of your archers. So I also marked your scouts with my eagle. So whenever they do a maneuver or march, I can, only once per turn, I can shift any Sixskins animals or himself.
Okay.
Shadowcat is still off the board, though. I didn't put it on.
Okay. So I put Shira Errol on the crowns, and I don't need to use her ability from her card because I don't have any wounds yet, but I am going to panic these ones.
Okay, so 9. Yeah. So I lose 1 wound.
Okay.
So I activated my Trappers with Bjork, and I activated my Boar afterwards because they trigger after, and they just moved up.
So I put Walder Frey on the envelopes. I'm not going to use any of his abilities, but I drew 2 tactics cards, which I'll show you in a minute, and I put panic on, that's Bjork's unit?
So there's 2, he can do Trappers and so can the Trapper unit, so they can trap twice.
Okay.
And he has control of that Boar too.
Cool.
I have to stay in range of him though, or he dies.
Okay. And these are the 2 cards that I drew.
And I don't know if we mentioned it too, we are playing the Game of Thrones one, the version of the game.
Yeah.
So starting turn 2, we get points for going over the objectives.
Right.
Which ones we got here? We got highest attack die value there. That's gains vicious. The one in the center is, if you control it, you can do a shift. So tactical reposition.
Right.
And that one is sundering. And that one's vulnerable. So I put Mance on the money bags. Influenced York's unit. And because I influenced that and targeted them with a tactic zone, I removed the panic token. And I drew a tactics card because of Mance.
Right.
And I drew that card.
So I marched up my Sentinels, and they're hanging out on top of that objective. I know I don't score yet, but they're still hanging out.
Okay. So I just shifted up this unit of Trappers with the Skinchanger right behind the bear, and then the bear moved up.
Okay. So I activated my unit of Wardens with the Red Priestess, and I did a march action and put them on an objective. I know I can't score, but they're there.
So I marched up that unit of Trappers and their bear too.
So I just moved Stannis' unit up their regular move, and they're chilling there.
Okay. So I just moved up my wolf because of his cav move he gets to do, and then he moved afterwards. He just put himself there.
So I just marched up the Lightbringers with the Dragon Knight Noble, and they're going to hang out there.
So I just activated Sixskins, and he just moved up. So you triggered your Clownland Scouts, so I shifted up Sixskins up 2.
Yep.
And then you just moved into
I
position.
did my cavalry move, and then I moved up into position.
And you weren't in range before you did your after you did your cavalry move for me to do trappers. So
okay.
So I figured I'm probably going to get shot to hell because you're going first next turn. I'm going to make a charge, try to get those sentinels.
Yeah.
I was debating about the archers, but I don't want to get charged from your sentinels on the flank. So because you agree, I have 7. I think I need like a 2.5 inch charge. I get to re-roll it too, because that's one of his new rules. He's in. But I can't align 50 away from those spikes, so I'm going to take the damage from the spikes too.
Okay.
So I take D3 plus 1 wounds for hitting the stakes. So 3 wounds. So I made you panic when I charged. You don't have that point yet because it's not turn 2. Okay. Critical blow and Sunderain. With rerolls because he hits on 4s.
There's another. Oh,
Ugh. So those are 2 each. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ugh. Okay.
It's Sundering, so -1 to your armor. 5 up?
Yeah.
Did you make 1?
I made 1.
Oh, so 9 are dead.
Woohoo!
Okay, so 6. Ooh, you failed?
Mm-hmm.
I am going to make you re-roll. I'll pop the panic and make you re-roll the D3. Please take 3 wounds.
Oh!
That kills the unit. Do you have any cards to play against it? It's been a bit since I played Baratheons. Do they have anything?
No. No.
There's no like auto pass?
No. I have to pass to play the one, I have to actually pass the morale test.
Okay, so that went way better than I thought.
That was brutal.
The red woman is red because she's squished. Okay then. So then I get, oh shit. I have he doesn't have overrun, but I have surge.
Yeah.
If I surge again over the spikes, do I take damage?
Oh.
I gotta check that. So surge force is an action, it's a maneuver action, so I will take the D3 damage after coming off of those spikes. And I already maneuvered. You wanna spike me some more? 4 more damage. He spiked him so. You gotta put a whole bunch of spikes in Stampede?
Yeah.
Okay, so he already had 3 on there. Wow, he has 1 wound left. He did his job though.
Yeah.
So start of your turn, I'm going to play Summon Companions. I could have used it to resummon one that you killed, but I want to get more aggressive on that flank coming, so I removed the wolves and put them on your flank over there.
Okay. So I put Alistair Florent on the swords, and I'm going to shoot at Bjork's unit with the Lightbringers. But
you also marked it.
I did that. Yeah, I used mark target from the scouts on the Bjork's unit to give them.
I didn't even think about it, so I was out of position there, but this is going to suck. So you get 7 dice?
Yes.
Hits on what?
3s.
Ew.
And I have vicious.
Yeah. So that's going to get rid of my +2 morale from Bjork anyway, so they're going to be at 8s. And you can spread fear afterwards. Ugh, okay. No rerolls? How many hit?
1, 2, 3.
Okay. So, no, and it's just vicious, no sundering anything. Nope. I am vulnerable. I have paper saves, so I have 6 up. I failed 3.
Okay.
Okay, I thought it's similar to spread fear a little bit, but no, I got to fail my panic test, and then I'm on fire, so another unit gets scared.
Yes.
So fail my panic test. It's back to 8. Ugh. Oh, I passed.
You did.
6, 79. Nice. So you can't spread, and I'm not panicked, so good.
Yeah.
So many activations, but that's everybody.
Yes.
End of round 1. So that was pretty crazy with the mammoth. I didn't expect it to go that way.
Yeah. Let's see if I roll that badly for everything else.
I know. So you were in range when you did the shooting attack on them to do traps. I'll do Bjork's one.
Okay.
So it suffers 3 hits because you have 3 ranks. Oh, you suffer 3 hits. Anyway, so I don't have to roll for it. It's just your armor save. You have to make the saves now.
So their armor is 4.
Yeah, the armor adventures. you take 1 wound without a panic test. So I'm going to get rid of that card, Diversion Tactics, and I picked up that.
And I have decided to keep all of mine.
So before anything happens, I brought Shadowcat over there to get on, to make you decide if you're going to turn around or your cow's going to turn around.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, we're calling it the Zitty or
Yeah.
what is it? Shadowcat,
Yeah.
Saber-tooth cat, zebra,
Zebra kitty.
like the Zorses.
Yeah.
Zat.
Yeah.
And then I brought my Spearwives with the Jarl and the Skinchanger to shot put the bear within 6
Yeah, that scares me a bit.
on that side, and the wolf's over there. And then you'll start turn 2. So at the start of round 2, I also kept my eagle on your scouts too.
Yeah.
And you're in a tight spot there, but you're going to go first.
I am.
And do you know what you're going to do first?
Yes. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play Tactical Approach, which
Okay.
is the start of any round card. And I'm going to put it on Stannis' unit.
That's the one that, if it's Stannis' unit, you do more wounds.
Yes. Attached till the end of the game. And it has to do with melee attacks.
Cool. So yeah, you have to expend a condition token to do wounds?
Yes.
Okay. And if it's Stannis', it does 2 wounds.
Instead of...
And that is Stannis' unit. Okay, cool. Yeah. And then...
I'm going to do, for my action, I'm going to put Shira Errol on the crown.
Okay.
And when she goes on the crown, I restore 1 wound to 1 friendly combat unit. So I'm going to heal back up the Lightbringers.
Okay.
And I am going to panic zap your mammoth, who we have been calling Stampede for a long time.
Okay, because my morale is, what is it on that now? 6, so I need a 7. This is good. Oh, I passed. And it's not panic. These are... No. Oh, and you couldn't have gave a condition token out. No, because you have... I know Stannis can change condition tokens. You can give a vulnerable token. Okay.
Yep.
So we're still alive. But you do have a Stagnite Noble in there, so you have go down fighting. So even if I kill a rank, you're going to be able to kill that mammoth anyway.
Yes.
But it's going to fall on top of you after. Okay. So start a turn. I'm not going to play my cards. I am going to charge you with some mammoths, but you're going to play a card.
Oath of Duty.
That's the revenge card too?
Yeah. So target 1 friendly combat unit, attach this card to them till the end of the game, and when a friendly infantry unit is destroyed, I can put a token on it. And when this card has tokens, when it performs a melee attack before rolling attack dice, defender gains 1 condition token, and while I control the crowns, I can re-roll
nice.
attack dice.
Okay, so I'm going to roll for the mammoths to go in. I get to re-roll it. If it doesn't work, where'd it go? 5. That's in. So when you become charged, you become panicked too.
Okay.
So I think I aligned that light 50% of the tray of mine. I aligned on that side.
Looks right.
So he still gets 7 attacks. Critical blow and sundering. With rerolls, luckily. Okay, so no crit blows, but I hit on 4s. Was it? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hit. So your armor is 6 now because crit blow and sundering.
Yep.
Oh, not sorry, because of sundering and flank.
So I saved 1.
Oh, you could lose the panic. If you would have lost another one, you would have gone down fighting and you would have took it out. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you lose 3. And now panic. So your morale, I'm on your flank, so your morale's -1.
So it's normally a 6. Now it's normally a 6. Because of that, it would be a 7. Because of Iron Resolve, unit gains +1 to panic test rolls and suffers -1 wound from failing panic tests.
Cool. Okay.
That's because of the Stagnite. So it's back to 6.
Make you reroll both the yellow dice from your panic.
Okay.
4, 5, 6. You pass. Nice, because of that Stagnite saved you.
Yep.
And you didn't lose your rank, so you don't go down. Don't get to go down fighting then. Because if you lose a rank, it's like when you first rank, right?
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Well, that
Each time a rank in this unit is destroyed.
went better for... I thought I was going to do more damage and you would have killed the... Okay. So that's me.
Yep.
Okay. So you have a card you said you want to play?
Yes. I'm going to play Final Strike. After an enemy completes a melee attack, for each wound the defender suffered, the attacker suffers 1 hit. And because I control the crowns, you're -1 to your defense dice rolls against these hits.
So, okay. So you suffered 3 wounds, right?
Yep.
So 4 ups. So you might kill it, but I might crush you afterwards.
We'll see.
Okay. 4 ups. I failed 2. You killed it. So that's a victory point for you.
Cool.
And D3 wounds. I'll roll for crushing you. Oh, only 1. So that's a fair trade-off. You take 1 wound, you kill that. Okay. So one guy gets super crushed, and you kill the mammoth. Nice. So you healed 3 wounds by going on the money bags?
I used Alistair Florent and healed 3 wounds. I don't have any condition tokens at the moment.
Okay.
But I also popped one of his order tokens to move, and I'm supposed to move him to an empty zone or switch zones with another NCU. So I'm going to move him there.
Okay, so taking the horses, so that prevents... You won't be able to shift, but then you can prevent me from getting in a better spot with my spearwise?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So I was going to try to move them into position so then they can throw their spears afterwards with the swords, but then I'm leaving the swords open for you to shoot with your Lightbringers now that they're still alive. So I think I'm going to just try a charge. So
before you do that, I'm going to use... I'm going to pop the Crownland Scouts Order of Tactical Reposition.
Okay.
And I'm going to Tactical Reposition Stannis' unit.
Okay, so that's a free and shift, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go straight back.
Okay, so you shifted back. I'm going to roll for my charge. Oh, of course I rolled a 1. That's a failed charge, because even after I pivot, you can see there I'm not close enough. So that's a failed charge. But then I do get to activate my bear after.
Okay.
So that didn't go as planned. Failed morale check. Oh, 5. Their morale is 7. So I lose 2 spearwives. Okay. So the bear's going to activate. He's going to declare a charge. So he's already pivoted. His movement's 4. Let's see where he goes. Another 1. So that's 5. Okay, that's... Maybe they saw that they stuck up to a mammoth and now they're scared to try to charge them?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a failed charge too. So bear morale is 3. I failed. He's good. So start of your turn, I'm going to play Surrounded and Exposed. There's 1 extra unit next to you in short range, so I gave them weakened.
Okay.
So you would have done your start of turn first. You're going to mark target.
Yeah.
It's not going to change anything because Surrounded and Exposed, but...
I'm going to mark that particular bear.
Okay. So you could have used the swords to shoot me and shoot again with their Lightbringers, but you're going to replace with Walder?
Yes, I am. And
so you're going to take... You're going to get to go again?
Yes, I'm taking the initiative from you, and I put the rainbow of tokens on your spearwives.
Nice. So that works well with Stannis messing with tokens?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to put you on the money bags. I healed 3 on my trappers, took off the vulnerable, and I'm going to influence my wolf. So now it has a 7-inch move.
Cool.
So your Lightbringers shifted because they're going to shoot?
Yes.
But I'm going to do Bjork's hit and trap, so you're going to take 3 hits.
Okay. Do I... can I save them?
Yeah. I don't. They automatically hit, but there's no panic, but you just take 3 hits on their armor save.
Okay. So their armor save is a 4. Nope.
That worked better than I thought. Well, that's going to make you lose a rank at least.
Yeah.
Oh, but is that noble one? How's a noble? I think it's in melee.
Each time a rank in this unit is destroyed, 1 enemy they are engaged with suffers. So we're not engaged, so it doesn't.
Okay. So 6 was 2 ranks?
Yep.
Okay.
It hits on 3s and it has vicious.
Nice. I'm going to make you use your weaken and reroll those 4 successes.
Okay.
Paid off. You only got 2.
Yep.
They're trappers. They have paper armor. So 6s. They passed 1, but I only need 1 to go through to do my panic. So, because of Bjork, it's just going to cancel out your vicious. So 8s. They're brave. No panic on them. Yeah, because you could have spread it to 6 skins. That would have been good.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was thinking about shifting up to and shooting you on the flank maybe with the trappers.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a points game, so I'm just going to move up onto that objective instead of shooting you with the trappers. Then that would activate the boar. So my boar did his free cav move, and then I'm just going to charge you. I want to lock you in that close.
Okay.
And he's not worth victory points if you kill him too.
Okay.
So I'm going to charge in, see if I roll. Okay, that would have been bad. If I rolled another one.
That would have been fun.
Okay, so he's in.
Okay.
And I'm going to line 50 on one side because I want to hopefully have room for my bear.
Okay.
So 3 dice with Sundering. Rerolls. So 2 hit.
Okay.
-1 to your armor. So armor is 5 now. Nice. And you're not vulnerable or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
So I am going to retreat from the boar with the Crownland Scouts.
Okay, that's not worth your time?
No.
Okay.
So I gotta roll a d6. So
Yes, nice 6. And their movement is how far?
5.
Oh, cool. You can move 11. Okay, so you move them back or wherever you're going?
Yeah.
Okay. Went back there.
Yes.
The retreat is not a maneuver or march, so I can't use my eagle.
Okay.
He prevented me from using it.
Yep.
Okay. And I just slightly pivoted a little bit with the boar.
Okay.
So I just marched my wolf with that 7-inch added for the instant move from Ygritte. I was able to go 21 inches over there and went right behind you.
No, that's awesome.
So you marked me with Stannis' order
Yes.
at the start of your turn?
Yep.
Okay. So you did a maneuver, moved up your 4 to get closer.
I did.
I kind of screwed myself with the bear placement there too. It screwed you from trying to get to my guys, but screwed me from getting the charge too in.
Right.
But you moved there. I am going to hit you with trap so from the trappers now, because Bjork already did his. So free hits because you have free ranks. Armor is free on those guys?
Yes.
Okay. You're not vulnerable. I took out 1. So I went on the envelopes. I put weakened on Stannis' unit, and I picked up another one of those and that one. Not that it matters because there's no more tactic boards to be targeted. I just put Mance on that.
Okay.
I said they were the same card, but no, they're different, so that's going to come in handy. So you're just going to cap there on the point?
Yep, that other unit of wardens is just chilling on that point.
Okay, so it's not going to trigger trappers or anything? Okay. It's a fire charge. They moved up. And I think I need like a 5 or 6. I'm going to declare a charge.
On the Crownland Scouts?
Yep.
Okay.
I even think I can... Ooh, actually, I can't declare a charge because you're in my front and I don't have room to get there. That's not a flank charge. That's a front charge, I believe. The majority of your tray's in the front.
Oh,
and I can't fit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can
right.
pivot. Can I get in there? I'll declare it anyway because there is room for him to get there. Because if I go straight, I can clip your tray. Okay, we'll see. Let's roll for it. I rolled a 4. His movement, so that's going to be 8. It's not going to get me there. I'll move up though.
Okay.
Round test at 3. He passes. He's good. And start a round. He would be in. The bear is a free folk unit, so he's not going to get lifted. And I still have 6 skins. I don't know if I'm going to move him that close because you're archers, but.
Okay.
And I still got that unit to go. So it's over to you.
And I have nothing left to go. Everything's gone of mine.
Okay, so I'll do the rest of mine.
Okay.
So they just moved up, still on the point, so I'm getting in position to be closer. Bear's going to go. So Bear just marched up 8. So I was debating about charging in, but I'm going to stay there right now because you do have a -1 to hit. He does give you -1 to hit if I hit you. He has disrupt, but if I miss my attacks, you can hit me back.
Yeah.
So I'm going to wait till he has more support and go in there.
Okay.
I have 6 skins, and then I'll be done, so I'm going to activate him.
Okay.
So I was going to try to make a beeline through this way, but I'm still in pretty dangerous close to your Lightbringers. So yeah. I'm still close this way, but I'm just at like 15. So unless you horse up, you can't get to him yet.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
Was everyone?
I think so.
So we can do points. You had priority, so we'll do your ones first.
I have 1.
Okay. And is that it?
Yes.
You don't have center, right?
No.
Okay, so that's 1. And then what's on that? What does that do anything? Oh, you have vicious.
Yes.
Okay, so you get 1 point.
Melee attacks. Yeah.
So I got 2 victory points because I got that one and that one. If I did make a beeline to there, I totally forgot about that. I could have shifted free and maybe it got that way. But it just made me closer to try to go get that objective. Still being like a quarter of an inch away from your range.
Yeah.
So it's free to 2 right now.
Yes, it is.
And you get to keep priority because of Wall of Fray, so that's pretty good.
I do.
So we'll do cleanup, and it'll be round 3, with you still having priority.
Okay.
So I'm going to keep those cards. I'm not going to pick up any more.
So I'm going to keep these 2, and I'm going to pick up one more. So I got this one.
So you had a couple different options. We both talked about it. But you decided you're going to heal up, so you...
I activated Alistair Florent and originally had him on the money bags to heal the 3 wounds.
And then shifted over using your order token to the swords to prevent me from getting my free attack, which my throw and my spear and charging you on the flank, because I'd shift over 2 and charge.
Yes.
And then activate my bear. So yeah, we'll see how that works. Okay, so it's over to me.
Yes.
So I'm going to use their spears. I shifted 2, and it's 4 dice hitting on a 4.
Okay.
I am weakened, but you'll probably save it for when I charge you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I only hit 1.
Okay.
And it doesn't have anything on it. No, Furious Charge. When you become vulnerable when I charge you, though.
Okay.
5 ups because I'm hitting you on the flank. Nice. I'm going to pop their order for charging volley. So that's auto in unless I saw one. Nope, they're in. But now you're vulnerable because they have Furious Charge.
Okay.
So before I roll my 7 dice, I'm going to play Overwhelming Assault. There's only 1 engaged with you. I was debating about crit blow or sundering, but I want to make your armor a 6 instead of a 5.
Okay.
So I'm going to pick sundering.
Okay.
Roll. See, I would run 6. I would have spiked, but I'm hitting on 4s. I do get rerolls, so I'll roll the other ones. Ah, that sucked. And I am weakened. Would you like me to reroll those?
Yeah, the 3 of them.
And it's not going to matter because I don't have crit blow, so even if I reroll them spiked, it's not going to matter.
Yeah.
Jesus, that really paid off. That did not go as planned.
Yeah.
Nothing hit. The spears, yeah, the spears hit on 4s. Nope. So that sucked. They've had a lot of luck now, too, against the mammoths and against them.
Yeah.
They got to get painted now.
Yeah.
So the vulnerable paid off. Oh, no, it's not weakened, but I'm going to activate the bear now because the Skinchanger, he shifted, charge, free, he's in. So he has Sundering. He has the ability, you're -1 defense. So you're -2 already, and I'm in the rear, so you're minus another 2. So you're rolling on 6s.
Yeah.
He gets 3 attacks, hitting on 3s.
Unless you wolf them all.
Yeah. I do get rerolls. I got 2, though.
Okay. So I need 6s.
Yep.
I got 1.
Jeez, that
Do you want me to re-roll that because it's kind of cocked?
No, it's... can you use... Screw it. I want to pop your vulnerable. So re-roll the 6.
Oh.
There we go. Okay, 2 are gone. So you're at 7s now because of your...
Iron Resolve.
Yeah. You passed.
Cool.
You're not panicked. Nice. If I would have took off a rank, you could have used Go Down Fighting and took one of mine too.
Yeah.
So we didn't know if he would be okay, and that he's been helpful having that
The Stag Noble?
Knight Noble with those guys.
Yeah.
Cool. So you also passed the panic test too. So
Yes.
you restore 2 wounds.
Yes.
And you don't have crown, so you don't...
Or envelopes.
Or envelopes. Okay. Because of the noble, you did Sentinel.
Yes.
And you did your maneuver and moved up closer.
I did.
Okay. So you also, at the start of your turn, did mark target on the boar.
Yes.
And because of the eagle, you doing your maneuver, I shifted up Varamyr 2 over here.
Yeah.
So when you did your maneuver action too, there's a lot of triggers now too. I'm going to do hidden traps from Bjork.
Okay.
You get 2 hits because you only have 2 ranks.
Okay.
On the nobles.
Okay.
Not nobles, sorry, your Crownland Scouts.
Yes. There is a Dragonstone Noble in there, so that's where...
There.
Okay. So 2 hits. My armor is a 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
That worked out. So they take 2 wounds.
Yep.
Didn't kill one, but it helps.
Absolutely.
Now you're going to do a charge action to target that thing. So the other trapper is going to go off.
Okay.
So again, 2 hits. 1 goes through.
Yep.
So you lose 1 horse. So for your charge, that's auto win, but...
I'm going to charge trappers.
Nice. Okay. So 7 dice hitting on 4s?
Yep.
Nice. you get rerolls. Lucky they don't have crit blow or precision. Jeez. Nice. They all hit.
Yep.
That's what I needed when I attacked. Okay. I only have paper armor, so 6 ups. And I have vulnerable. 7. You got 7 in, right?
Yep.
That's only 6 here. 7. I didn't roll a single 6. So that's 7 guys. So they would normally be 8, but because of Bjork, they're at 6. Panic test. I just passed. They're not panics. Okay, so they're good.
Okay.
Ow. So I was going to heal them up, but I don't want you to use the horses to run away with your archers and then shoot me. So I'm going on the horses, influencing those trappers, and going to retreat.
Okay.
And because Mance is going to influence them, I do draw a card.
Okay.
So I'll draw one now. And I got that. So they're going to retreat. So I can move back 7. So I retreated back. You did a full pivot that way. So you're facing those guys. And so are you. So you went on the crown?
Yes, I put Shira on the crown. I used her thing for claiming the crown to heal a wound on a horse.
So he has 2 wounds on it.
And I'm going to play Will of the One True King. So when a friendly NCU claims the crown, replace that zone's effect with 1 enemy combat unit becomes panicked, 1 enemy combat unit becomes vulnerable, and 1 enemy combat unit becomes weakened.
And I don't think you can put it on all of them because it separates each one because it's not like Tywin's.
Yeah.
Tyrion's the imp.
Tywin's, yeah.
That one specifically says you can target the same unit.
Big Daddy Lannister.
Yeah. Okay. So, but you said you're going to weaken the bear.
Yeah.
Because he's coming.
And we're going to panic Bjork's unit.
Okay.
And then we're going to vulnerable the other bear.
Okay. So before you put on the crown 2 start a turn, you would have marked the bear with Stannis?
Yes. Mark target.
Okay. So start of turn, I don't have anything on mine, but you're going to play...
I'm going to do adaptive planning.
Okay.
Stannis' order, so start of any turn, I'm going to swap this vulnerable for a weakened.
Oh, because I haven't used Stannis. I think this is the first time we use Stannis. Can you read it again?
Target 1 unit in long range. Replace 1 condition token on that unit with any other condition
So
token.
you can target yourself because it's any unit in long range. You are obviously in long range of yourself. If you don't want to put weaken on there and switch that back, because I'll let you switch it, you can switch the weakened on yours and turn it to something. You can turn that to vulnerable or turn it to panicked. So when you attack with them, you won't be weakened.
That's a good point. I didn't even think of that.
Now I'm just first time both using them. So if you want to do that, you can.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to switch it to, because their armor save is a 3.
Yeah, so you can, and their panic, what's their morale?
6 plus. But they all, yeah, it's a 6.
So that's your choice if you want to either pick vulnerable or panicked.
I think I'm going to pick vulnerable.
Okay. Yeah, instead we're going to do panicked.
Yes.
Too, because there's more chances for vulnerable to go through than panicked. Because you can, the most you can get free if I spike was attacking, you can get more. So you're going to pick panicked?
Yes.
Okay. So again, multiple things happen. In start a turn, you would have done tactical reposition.
Yep.
Nice, you shifted over, you're behind the wall, and that, so now you're fortified too. So now you have a free up save if I go through it.
Awesome.
And it's hindering too, I think too, so I don't get rerolls.
Cool.
But it's destructible, so it can be taken out.
Okay.
I went on the money bags, which you agreed. I healed 3 wounds there, took off the panicked, and I'm going to influence Sixskins so I can try to run to that objective.
Okay.
So the eagle is march or maneuver, and it's already, I think I already triggered that one already. Yeah, I did, because I think he did a shift before.
He did.
Yeah. But I am going to do traps, because traps is any action, shift is any action, you're in range, so you take 2 hits.
Okay. Their armor is a 4. Oh.
So those...
The other horse is gone again.
Yep. Oh no, he has 2 wounds on it.
Right,
so one's gone, one goes on the other horse.
Yeah.
But 1 horse is gone. So you're going to try to charge my bear.
Yes.
Which will keep you, we check, you're still going to stay on the objective from doing it. Oh, you're in, but you got 1 too. You're disorderly, so you don't get rerolls, so you can't play cards on them.
Okay.
I didn't realize too, you'd have to align at least 50, and it did push you off the objective.
Okay, that's okay.
But you did do your ability from the Red Priestess.
Yes.
So you take a wound, and then the defender becomes vulnerable and panicked.
Yes.
And you get +1 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, nice. So you get 6 dice hitting on 4. Freeze now?
Yes.
Cool. And if I roll, what is it?
If you roll ones on any defense dice, after the attack is completed, you become weakened.
Okay. And you charge, so you get rerolls.
No, because I rolled a 1. So
I forgot about that. Yeah, that sucks. Okay. Oh, no. But you rolled 3. You rolled the complete. You rolled 3 1s and 3 6s.
Yeah. That's kind of weird, but that's okay.
Too bad you don't got crit blow or anything, right?
Nope.
Okay, but that does go through.
Yep.
Do they have sundering or anything?
They have...
Oh, you don't control the objective now, unfortunately.
Boo. Okay, so no.
Okay.
No, they don't have sundering or anything.
Okay, so the bear has a free up armor. I am vulnerable. Do you want... I failed 2 already. Do you want me to reroll that 5?
Yes, please.
That was... You rolled all 1s, 3 1s, 3 6s, and I rolled
3 2s.
3 2s. That's okay. And it does kill the bear.
Okay.
Bear doesn't get victory points, though.
No.
And now you can surge force, and you can surge back onto the objective.
Cool.
That worked out?
Yeah.
Okay. So I didn't catch that, too. When I retreated with Borg, the boar should have been able to go.
Okay.
You already tactical repositioned down, which would change where you're on the objective. So you would have been up, but I would have still been able to charge you.
Okay.
So we'll keep it where it is. I'm just going to charge you now with the boar.
Okay.
So the boar will charge you. I rolled a 6. I would have been not over the wall. So, because you would have been up a little bit more. So I'm still going to get my rerolls and everything.
Okay.
Even though now it wouldn't.
Yes.
So we'll play it that way then.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
So we'll still keep you on the objective, but then that's how we'll counterbalance a little bit. So maybe we'll move you a bit up, but I'm not going to get the hindering from the wall.
Okay.
Okay, so he's going to attack you for 3 dice.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s. They all hit anyway.
Ooh, okay.
He doesn't have any wounds, so going free doesn't matter. It does have sundering.
Okay.
So you have a 5-up save now.
Yep. I saved 1.
You're not vulnerable. Okay, so 2 go through.
Yep.
So that would kill that back horse. Panic test. You're good.
Mm-hmm.
So worked out anyway now too, because now that I'm a solo unit, I have 3 wounds.
Mm-hmm.
I'm contesting it. I have more ranks than you. I don't steal it from you, but you don't get the points from it.
Right.
So it worked out. So I wasn't in range of shooting. The tray's in range, but from the middle of the tray, I can't shoot you there.
Right.
Kind of shot there, so I moved them up. And then I moved my bear up for a maneuver. And that's them. So Stannis is going to charge the bear.
Yep. That's
Oh, you're
5.
in. Okay. Okay.
So 6 dice hits on 4s.
With rerolls too.
Yep.
Nice. Ugh.
So 2, 4, 5.
Okay, I got 4 in my hand. Oh, okay. So, and because it's before I roll my dice, you got 5 through. Do you want to expend the vulnerable token to do 1 wound to me?
It's 2 wounds of Stannis.
It's 2? What's it read?
So, target 1 friendly combat unit attached to this card. We know that part already. While attached, each time this unit is performing a melee attack after rolling attack dice, you may expend 1 condition token from the defender. If you do, this attack deals 1 wound, 2 wounds if Stannis.
Shit.
And that's Stannis.
So if you expend that vulnerable, you can automatically do 2 wounds.
So
Nice.
we're going to do that.
Yeah. Nice. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I roll my defense dice because you have to do it before the choice of if I'm going to be vulnerable or not. Okay, so I got 1 wound left on the bear. Like I did that. Well, he has a 3-up save. If you would have vulnerable that, I could have rerolled those 4. It worked out. Actually, that was pretty lucky for you. 1 failed. That 1 wound goes through and kills him.
Yeah.
Nice. So even if I did roll that, let's see if you would have used a vulnerable, I would have re-rolled and only took 2 wounds. So it was a better bet to do that.
Yeah.
Because I would have done my panic, which would have been 3, plus Frank. I would have passed. So yeah, that was I would have survived. Nice.
Cool.
So bear's dead. I'm gonna activate my wolf. charge. I roll the 6. It's going to charge you right in the butt. So that's it.
You want fully or?
On the far side.
Okay.
So your abilities are turned off. I'm going to hit you 3 dice. Yeah. Lucky I get rerolls. There we go. All hit.
Okay.
-2 to your armor because I'm in the rear. So 5 up because they have a 4 free up, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So your back rank's gone.
Yep.
Panic -2. So what's their morale?
Their morale is 6.
So now it's an 8. Stannis doesn't give bonus morale.
No.
Okay. So 8. Do I want to make you re-roll it? Nope. Take 2 off. I'm not going to make you re-roll that.
Oh, sorry.
You did better than I thought too. Nice. And he's done. While they're one on the
envelopes.
You're going to weaken
the
Spearwives?
Spearwives, so they have the rainbow back.
Okay. And then you're going to fill me your 2 cards.
So I got that one. And I got that one.
So my trappers are going to shoot. That's your wardens. I'm not going to shift up because I'm just within 6 and I'll get off the objective.
Okay.
So 6 dice, 4s. Boo. Only 1 hit.
Okay. So their defense is a 3.
Yep.
Good.
They're good. And I don't have you killed my linked animal.
Yep.
Lightbringers are going to go.
Yep.
You said you're going to retreat.
Yep.
I don't have any traps to do because they're too far and you're engaged anyway. Okay.
4.
And their movement is how much?
Their movement is 5.
So you can move up to 9.
Okay.
So I just did my pivot, turn that way. And you came over there.
Yep.
Nice.
Retreated the full 9.
I did my free cav move with Shadowcat. He's going to charge you in the rear.
Okay.
I also, because you had no more activations, couldn't get to it was a march, so I just did the maneuver. Slowly get into that objective.
Yep.
But Shadowcat's going to charge you. Another one. Damn. No rerolls. Okay, so do you want to line them in the rear?
Middle or?
Far side towards Cocaine Bear.
Okay.
So you'll have to move the card.
Yeah.
50. Okay. He has 2 dice, hitting on freeze, no rerolls. 2 hit.
2 dice hitting on 3s, you said?
Oh, yeah. 2 dice. Yeah, sorry. 2 dice hitting on freeze, so only 1 hits.
Yeah.
And it has disrupt, so your -1 to hit when anyone engaged, so it doesn't matter. So rear, so -2 to your armor, so 5s.
Okay.
That sucks. Okay. So that swung a little back in your favor there, too. I got a lot of activations, but it was looking grim over at that Mammoth, but you rolled pretty good. Those Lightbringers are doing pretty good, too.
Yeah.
That Wolf helped out locking in Stannis' unit, too.
Yeah. I'm curious about that. If anybody else has played Stannis, about the Faithful, the Rylar Faithful.
Yeah,
too.
they're pretty good. I've seen people use them with the Brotherhood recently.
Oh, okay.
So them with Thoros is pretty mean because then you have like a bunker of morale and it's just stupid what they can do.
Oh, me. Okay.
So we'll do points now. You had priority, so you got. I only have 3 wounds there against that. Oh, how many wounds does Shadowcat have? Oh, 2 wounds. So you have more ranks than me.
Okay.
So you do get that point.
Okay.
So that's 1 point there. And what's that? It's
vicious.
Okay, so you got a point there. I contest that because I have 3 wounds to your 1 rank.
Yeah.
And I think that's it, right?
Yeah, for me.
So you get 1 point.
Yeah.
And I have this one, highest attack die value. So I get 1 point.
Okay.
So me being stupid and getting them out of position, even though I wanted to get the flanks, I don't think I'm going to do bonded command too much. So I'm going to get rid of bonded command and coordination tactics about the innate abilities. So then I can draw 1 more card. So those 2 are gone. And I'm going to pick this one. Okay. Still looking for that one where I can turn people to raiders. Not getting it yet.
So I think I'm actually going to keep what I have. So I'm good.
So it's a start around 4. And you have a start around card?
Yes, I do. I'm going to play Tactical Approach, and I'm going to put it on the unit of Wardens with the Red Priest.
Oh, that's the one that you had on Stannis over there. So if you get rid of a token, it's 1 wound?
Yes.
2 if you're Stannis. But cool. And then I'm going to go on the swords with Mance. Influence my spear wives with Mance, and they're going to use the swords to throw their spears, and they're going to use your order to charge you after.
Okay.
So I did influence that you and with Mance, so I get to draw a card. And I got that. So 4 dice hitting on 4s. Only 1 hit. I'm assuming you're going to save the weaken for when I charge.
I absolutely am.
Okay.
So they didn't do anything to my armor or anything, right?
Nope.
Okay. So 3 up. I'm good?
You're good. Okay. And my wolf is still in the rear. So during your turn, so on my turn, enemies engage, lose abilities, and cannot be the target of friendly tactic cards.
Okay.
So your abilities that you have on that unit can't come into effect when I charge you.
Okay.
You become vulnerable when I charge you too.
Okay.
So I charge. Of course, I rolled another 1. So I don't get to play cards or do any rerolls. But you become vulnerable.
I'm still vulnerable? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Hitting on 4s. No rerolls. Luckily, geez. They're angry this time. So 6 hit.
Jeez.
Oh, I am weakened though. Do you want to weaken that?
Absolutely.
Okay. See if I can do that again. Yep, not as good. That really paid off. 2 hit this time.
Okay. I didn't save him anyway.
Okay, 2 are gone. And all those misses. Lucky that wolf is in there. All those misses would have been hit back too.
Mm-hmm.
And we did roll because at the end of the round, Shadowcat attacked you. I rolled a 5, so because he did miss, but he still made a save there.
Okay.
So now panic test.
Yep. No minuses on the panic?
Nope.
Okay. So they are 6 plus.
Okay. Can you re-roll your panic? Right? Yeah.
Yes.
Can you re-roll the 4 and the 6, please?
Yep.
Oh, bastard. Nice. Not having corpse piles doesn't help.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's them. So I forgot about that card. You rolled a 7. It doesn't matter that it's after the roll anyway. I can still play it. So you would have been at 5.
Okay.
Even if you would have passed the test, I would have played that card anyway. So that's the intention of it.
Okay.
So, and you had a free to the wound. So you take free wounds.
Yep.
Because you only would have had a 5. So it has 1 left. So start of your turn, you marked.
I did mark target from the Crownland Scouts on your...
Purpose.
Yes. So the first thing I did was Stannis' Order of Adaptive Planning, and I swapped out the vulnerable token for a weakened token.
Is it probably going to hit you next turn?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you also played...
I also did the Crownland Scouts' order for mark target.
Oh, you won't be able to do that because it's... What's the trigger for Stannis? Start a turn?
Start of any turn.
Okay, so that was at the start of your turn you did that?
Yeah.
And then you can't do another start of turn thing. So
okay, so we'll...
Switch, you take this one off then?
Yes.
Because you put it... No, did you put it... I think you put it on the cat.
No, I put it on that one. Because it has to be in long range, and the cat's not in long range.
Oh, okay, so we'll take that one off, and you can take your order back then?
Yeah.
Because you want to... That's more important than weakening them, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then you went on...
And then I went on the money bags with Shira Errol. I healed 3 wounds on Stannis' unit. And because of her card, I took the vulnerable that was on Stannis off.
And that's the one you put on the cat.
And the cat is.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Now it's over to me.
Yes.
So, Spearwise are going to attack you again with your activation. 7 dice on 4s. On weekend. No rerolls. Do you want me to reroll my 3 successes?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, only 1 went through.
Okay.
And they're not vulnerable anymore. You're lucky.
So, but you...
Yeah. My weekend's gone.
Failed it.
That's all I need. So, one's off. And still wolf's in your rear there, so you don't get your abilities for me missing, luckily.
Yep.
That wolf certainly helped out.
Absolutely.
Okay. You're at 6. You fail.
Yes, I did.
I don't have another one of those things, so you lose 2 more. You're still alive with 1 wound.
Yep. So I'm going to activate Stannis' unit. He's going to attack your wolf.
Okay.
Before I do that, I'm going to play Sustained Assault. So he's going to, because I began the turn engaged with him, he's going to roll at his highest attack die value. And I can re-roll attack dice. And because it's the commander's unit, I can make the wolf vulnerable.
Nice, so you don't have to mark it then. Cool.
Nope.
So how many dice do you get with one rank with wardens?
Well, it's rolling at the highest attack die value. So
you know what?
4.
You can't. So I was about to say you can't play the cards and do that, but the wolf is only on my turn.
Yeah.
So that's a big difference now, as we can see now. That's going to make a difference. Okay, so you roll your 6 dice and you can re-roll them.
Yep.
That's a pretty good card.
Yep. So it hits on 4s.
With re-rolls.
So we'll re-roll these 2 that failed.
And hits on 4s. Okay, so you got 5 successes. Remember what happened last time when we did it, when it was able to do the wounds?
Yes.
Do you want to expend the vulnerable to do 2 wounds?
Yes.
Okay, so that vulnerable's gone because of the card you have on Stannis.
Yeah, tactical approach.
I know people complain about Clegane, but that's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have 1 wound left. We'll put the wounds on. I might not even need it. Okay, so he has 2 wounds on the wolf now, and then I got to roll 5 successes. I have a 4-up save. Even if 1 goes through. Yeah, you got the wolf. The wolf isn't worth victory points, but it's not going to attack you now.
Okay.
Nice, and Stannis is activated. So I'm going to play Bonded Guardians. You attack my wolf, even though it's dead. I'm going to target Shadowcat, and it's going to swing at you.
Okay.
So, 3 dice hits, 2 dice hits on freeze.
Okay.
Both hit.
Cool.
It's in your rear, so -2 to your armor, so you have a 5-up.
Okay. Nope.
2 wounds. And panic, -2.
So 8.
You're good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So I shifted over 2 to get in range to shoot you.
Yeah.
The majority of my tray's in your front. I don't think that's a flank. I think. Yeah, so I'm going to shoot you.
Okay.
6 dice hitting on 4s, and then my bear's going to go after because that one's still bonded.
Okay.
Free hit. It's on your front, so you have your free up save.
Yep.
I take 2. And panic. You're good.
Okay. Yeah.
Now I got to do my panic for Shadowcat. What is Shadowcat? Oh, I'm 2. I can't fail. I'm good. And now I'm going to go with the bear. The bear's going to charge you. Bear's in. So I about your -1 defense because of his ability, and it has Sundering, and I'm on your flank. So you're going to be at 6.
Yeah.
Okay. And because of Shadowcat, you're minus. Okay, that's when you hit me. Okay, hitting on 3s. Do you want me to expend? Do you want to spend a weekend for this?
Yeah.
1 went through.
So
6s.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Nope.
So one's gone. And panic minus flank. So just -1.
Okay. So 7.
Nice. And you're not panicked? Okay.
Nope.
So you mark target with the scouts at the start of your turn on them?
Yes.
Okay. So your Crownland scouts are going to go and attack the boar?
Yes.
Okay. So 2 ranks. How many attacks do they get?
For 2 ranks, only 4.
Okay.
So it's 4 dice hitting on 4s.
Okay.
Whew, luckily I rolled high.
Nice. Okay. Boar has a 4-up save. So you have a 3-up. That's okay. 4-up. Oh, he's running hot too. I am vulnerable though.
Yeah, re-roll them.
Okay. Oh, that's the opposite. He only has 3 wounds. You took out the boar.
Okay.
And he's not worth victory points. What's interesting, I made the mistake when I played someone else. He's not worth victory points, but that one can get objectives.
Okay.
But you did take them off, but you don't get victory points for them.
That's okay.
Cool. And then you can do your Surge Force, so you get a free maneuver.
Okay.
Now, Surge Force is a maneuver action, and you did maneuver, and you're not engaged when you've done it, so I can do traps now.
Okay.
So it's only 1 rank, though, so it's only 1 hit.
Okay.
So 1 hit on the unit. Every little point counts.
4+. Nope.
Nope. They've been hitting a lot of traps, too, this game.
Yep.
So they take 1 wound. So I'm going to play Regroup and Reform, and I'll take 2 off of that unit and put 2 back onto that unit.
Yep.
And then you're going to do Tactical Reposition.
With the Lightbringers.
From the Crownland Scouts?
Yep.
Okay, so you shift it up.
Yep.
That was not a maneuver or a march, so the eagle doesn't come into play.
Yep.
So I'm going to take the horses because I don't want you doing some shenanigans over there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put it on my bear and put Ygritte on there and retreat out of combat to make another choice for you for those archers.
Okay.
So bear's going to retreat. Roll the 4. He moves 4, so that's 8 plus 1 more movement, so I have 9 movement.
Okay.
So now you have some choices if you want to shoot me in the face in the bear or shoot other people. And you don't get to reform because you're still locked.
Yep. So I put Alistair Florent on the crowns. I'm going to zap this unit.
Yeah, because they have the higher morale, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then you said you're going to use your order token to shift off.
Yes. I'm going to use his order token to shift.
So you can double crown. Nice. Okay. So my morale is 8. Lucky. This is good that there is no corpse piles for me.
Yeah.
8 minus 1 is 9. Nope, they failed. They're not panicked, unfortunately.
Nope.
But I do lose 1 wound.
Okay.
So Shadowcat's going to go. 2 attacks. Hitting on freeze. None miss. Lucky I don't take a hit back. Minus 2 to your armor because I'm in your rear.
So 3, 4, 5. Saved 1.
Are you vulnerable?
Take 1. No.
Nope. Okay, so 1's off. Panic test minus 2.
So 5s. Good.
Nice. Okay. So you're going to go with your wardens. You're not going to change face and attack Shadowcat?
No.
Okay. And you're not going to use a red priestess because you don't want to lose a rank?
Yes.
So how many attacks you get for 2 ranks?
I get 5, and because they're controlling that objective, they have vicious.
Yep, because you don't control it because I have 2 wounds as a solo and you have 2 wounds, so you don't control it.
Okay, that's fine.
Solos have the amount of ranks equal to their wounds.
Right.
That's why I think they changed that before controlling objectives. Oh, I gotta remember that too, because remember Giants used to be a pain because they had 6 wounds and they could have 6 ranks, which was stupid.
Yeah.
Shadowcat cannot control objectives and cannot grant victory points. So I forget if that's come out before. So I can't control that objective, so you still get vicious.
Okay.
So controlling and contesting, I think are the same thing. So no, I forget if that's come up before. Hopefully, it didn't alter the game too much. But yeah, that
I think it was a debate with the boar.
With the boar,
but the boar can.
But the boar can, yeah. So that makes the boar has the exception to the rule.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So 5 dice.
With vicious. Because I can't control objectives.
And it hits on force.
And then the wolf was over there. So and the bears I don't think did anything. Okay.
Okay.
You're minus 1 to hit though because of the cat.
Okay.
So you would hit on 5s.
Yes.
Ooh. But you're automatically doing 1 wound because of that ability thing. This is a gimp, so do you want to use the red priest to go back to 4s to take 1 wound? Or do you want to hit on 5s? Keeping in mind that these guys still get to go.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Okay, so you hit it on 5s.
Yeah.
Lucky. That was lucky. Those Baratheon dice always roll pretty good too.
Yeah.
Okay, so those hit?
Yes, with vicious.
Okay, so 3 attacks. Vicious will come. Oh, before I roll, are you going to expend a vulnerable token to do a wound?
Yes.
Okay, so that goes off. I take 1 wound. Shadowcat has 1 wound left. I have a 4-up save. Because you expended the vulnerable. That's the one time it didn't pay off.
Yeah, that's okay.
And no panic. Okay. So that's it for there?
Yep.
Okay. So I shifted back 2. They don't have a bonded animal now, but they're going to shoot at your Crowland Scouts.
Okay.
6 dice, hitting on 4s. No weaken. 2 hit.
Okay. So 4-up save.
You take 1 wound on them.
Yep.
So panic.
They're 6 up. They're good.
Okay.
So at the start of my turn, I'm going to use Stannis' mark target to give this unit vulnerable.
Okay. So Water Fray 1 on the crown.
Yep, and he's going to panic out
Same
that
unit.
same.
Okay, 9s. Nope. I lose 2 more.
Okay.
So their bonded animal's dead, but they're going to shoot at you, not move or shift.
Okay.
And just shoot at that unit. Shadowcat will have to take a panic test.
All right.
Okay. Hitting on 4s. Oh, 4 hit. You got your free up?
Yep. So I take 1?
Yep. That still triggers a panic test, so that's what I'm hoping to go through.
It does. So
6?
6 up. I'm good.
Nice. Okay. I got to do mine. Oh, it's 2. I'm not going to fail. Good. Okay. So the Lightbringers aren't going to shift. You
Nope.
don't want to go back because then it was a happy mistake I put my bear there because it could get you in range of those guys. But so you're staying where you are?
Yes.
Okay. And you're going to hit these guys?
Yes.
Okay.
So 7 dice and it hits on 3s and they're vicious.
Yeah. Okay. Everything but 2?
Yes.
Okay, so 5s.
Yeah.
That looks like a front even matter. Even if you were on my flank, it's a 6 armor save anyway.
Okay.
So how many are hitting?
5.
5? Okay. 6s. I saved 1, so 4 are dead.
Mhm.
So I'm going to vulnerable that 6. Nope. So 5 are dead. So this is going to suck. 8, so 10. Nope. I lose 1 more. So you got your victory point, so we're tied.
Yep.
And they failed their panic test, and that unit died, so I am at 10 there for another panic test. Failed, so they lose 2.
Okay.
So funny enough, I moved and I wasn't fully on the objective, so I had to march and then pivot after my march, and I'm finally on the objective.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well,
Okay.
it's not the bear's slow. It's fine.
So I got a victory point there, and a victory point there, so I got 2.
Mhm.
So I'm at 4, 5, 6 now.
Mhm.
And you score 1 there.
Yep.
And anyone who was in long range can do a free inch shift if you like.
Okay.
So do you want to do a free inch shift with anybody? Probably the only one that can is
Lightbringers and Stannis are both within long range.
but you're engaged. You can't do
Okay, so yeah.
Stannis.
Yeah, I'll do a 3-inch shift with the Lightbringers.
Okay. And now is that can't control objectives. I gotta look at that though too. If you can't control it, but you contest it.
Yep.
But we'll give you the point now because I'll have to check back when we edited a video because that happened before. Did you lose out on the point because of that rule? Well, we'll give you the point now too. So we're tied now, 6.
Yes.
And then it would go over to your turn. So I'm going to get rid of Bond and Guardians because I only have Shadowcat on now. Wolf's gone. I'm trying to fish for other cards.
Okay.
So I'm going to get rid of that. And I'll get that. Finally got it. That. And that.
So I'm going to get rid of this one. And I drew, that one. That one. And that one. So, start of turn, I did Stannis' adaptive planning order and switched out the vulnerable token for the weekend.
Okay, and then I'm going to play Endless Horde. I finally got it, and I'm going to put it on that unit. So if they die, they turn into a Raiders unit with a raid leader.
Okay, so I activated Alistair Florent. He is out of the order tokens that were on his card, so I just did money bags and healed 3 wounds on Stannis. And I don't have any tokens to take off anything.
Okay, I'm going to go on the swords with Mance, influence that unit with Mance, so then I'll draw a card, and they're going to attack you from the swords.
Okay.
So we'll get the card now. There they are. They're right next to each other. Okay. So 7 dice hitting on 4s. I am weakened. I'm assuming you want me to re-roll those?
Yes.
That's weakened really helped on that unit. They keep rolling good, but then they're weakened. So 2 go through.
Okay. So because they have counter-strike, each time this unit is attacked with a melee attack, for each miss, the attacker suffers 1 hit.
Okay, so I'll do my hits here.
Okay.
Because I already hit 2. I'll roll these already. So 5 hits. Armor is 5 on them. So I lose 4 guys.
Okay.
And that's not a panic test. That's from your ability. So you can take 4 guys off.
Right. So 3 plus. I saved 1.
You're good.
Yep.
Okay.
Now that the attack is done, I'm going to play Baratheon Justice and put weakened back on that unit.
Okay.
So the first thing I did was Stannis' mark target, and I put a vulnerable token on them.
And then I had another Endless Horde to put on that unit. So they'll turn to Raiders and come on my long edge, table edge if you kill them.
Okay. So Stannis is going to attack the Spearwives. I'm going to play Ours as a Fury. Because I don't control Crown or Envelopes, I can only pick one. So I'm going to pick Vicious.
Okay.
So I only have 1 rank, so I only get 4 dice. And it hits on 4s.
Nice, you got 2.
Yeah.
You're not weakened or anything. Okay, and I'm already on vulnerable, but I remember for Wardens, if I roll 1 on my defense, I become vulnerable because you stun me, basically.
Yes. No, you become weakened, actually. Sorry.
Is it weakened or vulnerable?
It says weakened.
Oh, okay. I thought it was vulnerable. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So before I roll my defense dice, are you going to use Stannis' ability to get rid of one of those tokens to do 2 wounds?
Yes. And I'm going to pop the vulnerable token to do that.
Okay, so you killed my back 2 ranks.
So, there we go.
And I got to make 2 saves. So 5 up. Nope, 2 more are dead. Uh-oh. And now panic.
Mm-hmm.
You're vicious.
Yep.
So this is going to hurt. Morale is normally 7, so now it's 9, and I am panicked. 4, 5, 6, 7. I lose 2. That's the rest of the unit. You take it off.
Yep.
So that gives you a victory point too. And you can do a free Surge Force.
Okay.
So that unit's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So they did their Surge Force.
Yep.
I'm also going to bring on my Raider unit. I haven't finished it yet. I got this free printed Barbarian. I'll put the link to where I got from the store, but we're going to use that as a raid leader.
Yay.
Because I had Stir in there, but I don't want to get confused. So she's almost done, but
cool.
That's going to be my raid leader.
Cool.
And they're going to come on long range of my table edge. So I just put them there unactivated. So I was debating about healing to take it away from you or attacking with Shadowcat, but I think I'm going to shoot into that unit, hopefully drawing you to get a wound and a panic test. Okay. And Shadowcat's going to pass the morale for shooting into combat anyway. Okay. So that's what I think I'm going to do. So 6 attacks, hitting on 4s. 4, 5, 6. 4s, paid off. 4 attacks, hit. It's that free up armor save I'm worried about.
Yeah. Oh.
Unless you do that. Okay. Yep. Red Priestess is left.
Yep.
What was that?
His hammer.
His hat?
The tip of his hammer. I think it was on his base.
Oh, okay.
So, panic.
Shut the hammer right off.
Yeah.
Okay. 6s, I think?
Yeah.
Red Priestess doesn't know. She doesn't add to morale. Okay.
No.
You're good. Okay, morale test. I'll just roll it just for the hell of it. I passed.
Okay. So the red priestess is going to see if she can club that shadow cat with me.
Okay, you're -1 to hit.
Yeah, so I have 4 dice and I'm hitting on 5s.
Okay.
So fingers crossed. Let's see.
She got one in. Nice. I have a 4-up save. I made it.
Okay.
Okay. Because I don't want you crown zapping me, and I want to try to hopefully get Stannis off. I'm going to go on the crown. I gave you greet to Sixskins, so panic -1 on that unit.
Okay. So 6 is normally?
So it's 7 now?
Yep.
You fail. Oh, do you have panic on there?
Nope.
Unfortunately, so you lose 1 only.
Yep. So I'm going to activate the Lightbringers, and they're going to shoot at the Shadow Cat.
And you already shifted back too?
Yes, I did.
So chance that you have to pass some morale on the Red Priestess, but that Shadow Cat's going to attack you anyway?
Yes.
Okay.
So they have Vicious, and it's 7 dice, and hits on 3s.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's probably going to kill it. So free hit?
Yep.
No, 4 hit.
4 hit, sorry.
Okay. And it's on my flank, so Vicious, so -3. So my armor is 6 now.
You rolled 4 dice.
Yeah, because you got 4 successes.
Okay, sorry.
So it's dead. No victory points.
Okay.
So what's the morale on that?
6.
Okay. You passed, so that paid off. But now she's pissed off because you shot at her.
Yep.
Okay. So I forgot about that bear. I forget when it would have went, if it did back there or not. But it's not within short range of any unit, or it's even bonded unit that got killed. So that bear's going to get lifted off the board now.
Okay.
So the trappers are going to shoot at your scouts.
Okay.
Hit 6 dice hitting on 4s. Free hit.
Okay. Their armor saves at 4+. Save 2.
So 1 takes that lifts 1 of them.
Yes.
Panic test.
Their morale is 6.
You failed and it gets lifted. So you haven't done it yet on my turn. Were you going to do tactical reposition at all for anybody?
No, I'm okay.
No? Okay. Or mark target. Okay, so that went way better than I thought. So that gives me a victory point.
Yep.
So we're tied. So you got your order token on your revenge card too?
Yes, on Oath of Duty.
Okay.
So I used Walder Frey on the horses to maneuver up the Lightbringers. Hopefully I can hit either one of them.
Okay. So I just moved up 5 and a little bit more was the march to go that way. And I'm actually going to spin towards the objective, but not hit the... I had enough movement to do it. Hit the barricade so I can destroy it maybe.
Okay.
Just like so.
So I put Shira Arrow on the envelopes. I'm going to put Panic on that unit of trappers. And I can't remove the condition token from any of mine because I don't have any. But I got to draw 2 tactics cards. I got that one. And I got that one.
So I just moved up those raiders onto that objective. And they're done. Is that everything now too?
Yeah.
Okay, so victory points. You get 1 for that one. And then what's that one do again? That's vicious, right?
Yes.
And that's it for you?
Yes.
So I get 1 there. And I get 1 there. That's just vulnerable. So I'm at 9 and you're at 8.
Yep.
And then it goes over to my turn. So it's not even picking up cards. I think because I'm at 9 and you're at 8. The first thing I would do is go on the swords and attack that unit. I'll roll the dice for it now. That's 2 hits. Her armor save, that armor would be at 3.
Oh.
Okay, so there's a victory point there. That puts me at 10. It would go to you. You could probably shoot at that unit. I don't know if it would panic them or that one. I would, even if you do kill them, if you don't, I would rush to that objective. I would purposely run through those spikes, taking, this would be funny. Let's roll it just for the hell of it. You can roll the dice. I would purposely run through the spikes to try to get it. It's D3 +1.
Okay.
Let's see if it's... So I would have ran through to get the objective, took D3 +1 wound, and it would have killed Sixskins.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
So that would have gave you 1 victory point. You would have been at 9. And then I would have scored a victory point by just camping here, and you would have never got to him, and I would have been at 11.
Yeah.
And then even if you did kill that unit from shots, you would have been at 10. So that unit is what would have kept it to me if in all circumstances you killed everything.
Yeah. So the unit you were, it's not really resurrecting, but the unit that came
back would have brought it for me. Because Stannis, I don't know what he would have been able to do.
Not much.
But that's funny. Sixskins, all that running around, and he gets tired and falls on spikes.
Yeah.
But that was really close. I saw it because of that mammoth charge at the start. That was vicious for you. If that didn't go my way, it would have been
bad.
A lot better too.
Yeah. And I'm still learning how to do with tokens and moving stuff around anything, but I think Stannis has some really cool stuff.
Yeah, being able just to do 2 wounds if there's a token on them is really good.
Yeah. And the Lightbringers are really cool.
Yep. I use them in Brotherhood a lot too.
Yeah.
For my free unit.
And then this was
not free, a start Baratheon unit I use.
Yeah. And this is the first season 6 game we've played, so the first time we've used just lots of regular attachments.
Yeah.
And at least that I have. And yeah, I think it's cool. I didn't do the Red Priestess stuff too much, but I like her abilities.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Dragonstone Noble too. Didn't use Sentinel a whole lot, but and the Stag Knight Noble, if they had actually gotten combat, would have been more helpful. But yeah, no, I like it. I think it's good.
Yep. So I don't know what we'll play next. We'll have to see. We got a couple things to finish up too. So
yeah, if you have any suggestions, let us know. And thanks for coming out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.